This episode of Special Conditions is brought to you by our Patreon. Everything we do here on the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by our community. You can join our community of supporters on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. We offer a range of support tiers and various benefits. All patrons will gain access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. We currently have a goal of hitting $500 Patreon support, and you can help us over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor. With tiers as low as $1 a month, you can support a collective of hardworking part-time creators that have a passion for Pokemon and podcasting here at the Pokemon Professor Network. What's up, Pokemon trading card game fans? Welcome to episode 181 of the Special Conditions, the TCG podcast, where our love... Oh, gosh. I'm just going to go over. Hang on.
Go for it.
What's up, Pokemon trading card game fans? Welcome to episode 181 of Special Conditions, the TCG podcast where our love for competing and collecting collide. Special Conditions is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Wednesday, January 15th, 2024. I'm one of your hosts, Adam Tuttle, and I am joined by my co-host, Justin Keller. How the heck are you, Justin?
I'm doing just dandy. I have not found Prismatic Evolutions early. How about yourself?
I have also not found it early, but I can tell you that there are people out there looking, because you don't even need to say anything. You just kind of make eye contact, and it just like feels weird because it's like, that they're probably going to grab every single product if it's available on the shelf.
What's funny is
they think the same thing of me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, and I know I just want an ETB, or I want one of each of the things. That's it. Or I want 2 ETBs, one to keep and one to open. Like, that's what I want. But, to each their own. I understand the resale market on these is ridiculous, and it will continue to be ridiculous until supply meets demand. And we'll get into that during the show. But I've checked 2 different Walmarts today, and that's pretty much it. I did check yesterday at a Target, and then scrolling through Twitter, found out that apparently today Targets were supposed to get some stuff early. So
yeah, I've just kind of accepted defeat at this point. I'm not accepting defeat. I'm just patiently waiting my turn. I'm not gonna freak out and go spend a bunch of money buying product when I've seen the pull rates haven't been super great to begin with. I'm like, maybe this first wave is kind of sus, and I should wait for the second wave.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because, like, have you watched content of people opening it where just the pull rates?
I have,
like,
and the pull rates are abysmal.
Great.
That is what everybody and their grandmother is saying, and everybody and their grandmother is also buying all these cards. So it's
so just like, what was it called? Evolving Cries.
Yeah.
Chilling Pain.
Yeah, it's gonna feel like that. I think the set, yes, it's like the excitement of the Master Balls, and that's really where it's at. For me, my goals to get out of this is Iron Bundle Reverse Hollow with the Pokeball, and Iron Bundle with the Master Ball. Those are my only desires from the set. I'm not an EV chaser, so I don't need anything to that nature. I think some of the other alt arts are really cool, but EVs are just not my jam. Not to say I don't appreciate
them. They are everyone else's jam, and you could easily trade one of them for whatever card you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So anyways, Adam, what are we talking about today?
All right. On today's show, Justin, we're going to talk about our goals. We're going to go over them again. I know we just did an episode and had goals, but there's been updates on the goals. I will say I've had some that I've worked on, I don't know, maybe even completed some. And we'll go from there. And then we're going to look at GameStop made an official announcement on Prismatic Evolutions, and as well did the Pokemon Center as well. They also came out with a Pokemon, or maybe not Pokemon Center, but Pokemon proper came out and said like, "Yo, we know," and we'll read that and get into that too, and we'll talk about the state of collecting and scroll Twitter because honestly, it's really funny and it's a lot of fun.
I I'm at the point where I can enjoy it instead of just be angry at it.
Yeah, I'm I'm not angry anymore. Like I'm just if I find it, I find it.
Yeah. That's so I was
Because
thinking
I know
about this.
I work on Friday morning, so like
Yeah.
even if like it'll get delivered on like Thursday, whenever, or even in the morning. Like I will not be able to get it because I have to focus on getting to work on time. Like that's the main objective.
Mhm.
And I know that my local card shop said, they'll have it, but they're limiting it as well. But it's kind of like first come, first serve. And it's like if I'm not there in line 6 a.m., like I'm not getting one. You know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
like the problem
I know
is
exactly
like
what you mean.
I don't know what they're charging for them. And I don't
That's
want to
the
be
other
standing
tricky thing. Some people
I
are
don't want to
like,
stand in line and wait and then them say, "Oh, these are $90." And they have every right to do whatever they
yeah.
want.
And
So
if people want to
that's the
pay that,
problem.
great.
Yeah.
I
So I would just walk away at that point.
yeah.
But if I have a better chance of using that time to like stop at a Walmart, maybe I get lucky, Who
Mhm.
knows?
Yeah, no, that's kind of how so I actually don't work this Friday, but I'm also not super enthused to like go out and look just because I know what the state of the situation is going to be. It's going to be picked over, or if you go to your local store, they're probably charging market, which who knows what market's been ever since the tweet we're going to talk about later, the message from Pokemon. Prices have been coming down, so there is promise. But
Yeah, but it's just one of those
but
things
this
where I
product
know.
is going to be around for years. If I
Yeah,
mean,
it
we
will be
thought
like 151, and it's like, yes, I understand you can't find it right now, but they just gave us those giant boxes filled with tons of packs, the Blooming
right.
Waters.
I think
So it's
that
like,
I think 151 was the middle of the year, right? It wasn't a
yes, yes,
the
but I think it
January
will be
special
like that.
sets. The January special sets, Crown Zenith, Shining Fates, they've
Yeah,
been
I'm kicking
showing up
myself that
time and time again.
I didn't get the ETB I saw randomly. I was like, I should have just bought it.
Which ETB?
It was Crown Zenith.
Hmm. Yeah, I heard that they're stocking more of the mini booster bundles of Crown Zenith at Target.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw a stocks alert on Twitter.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice,
No, so
nice.
and I don't think it was there. I picked them up from somewhere. Those little no, it was Target. The little Crown Zenith booster bundles like a couple months ago. I just they're just sitting in a bag downstairs, and I was gonna open them, but now I don't know. I might not. I do love
I would
Crown
hold on to
Zenith.
them. It is good, I won't lie. But speaking of Crown Zenith, I've got a pack of Lost Origins that I want to open. So I'm gonna open this, and I think it's like 100 to the front or something.
Mm-hmm. Is
One,
that how
two,
that
three,
works?
1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 4. I hope that's how it works. All right, looking at the back card, it already looks like it's damaged. There we go. Code card is WM7KMVCMCN4DQ. Good luck. Was that DQ? Yeah, it was DQ. All right, we got a water energy. I don't know what this thing is. Dawdler. Lost City. I can't like see because I have the camera is really small. That's a gift energy. We got a Snover. Ooh, Hisuian Growlithe.
Yeah, boy.
Shellos. Uh, Shuppet. You got a Horsey.
Mm-hmm.
Reverse Hollow is a Hirayama. Is that just a hollow? It's a hollow
Basculin Legion.
Hisuian Bascaligian. Wow.
Wah, wah.
All right, Justin, we've got a second one, and we're just gonna tear through these packs.
There we
Hold on.
go. Wait, where's your metal detector?
I don't have a metal detector. All right, this code card is being shown.
Sweet.
So hopefully that works out. And you see that 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I should guess water.
In case anyone's wondering what Justin was talking about, there is some issues with this. What are these? The Sword and Shield era.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a video you can watch that has instructions on how to cheat out packs, and it's a little scary and frustrating. Ooh, we got a Rotom V.
Playable card.
But we also had the same reverse hollow. And I'm not gonna lie. I got 2 packs, or I opened 2 packs of Astral Radiance.
Mm-hmm.
And I also got 2 of the same reverse hollows. Which is just wild to me because I got these from Grookey tins, the little Grookey tins. And I looked really quickly online, and I guess you should never do that. But it said XY Evolutions. I was like, there's no way. There's no way.
You have to like be very careful. There's a way you can check the years on those things and like which printing of it was. Because I've fallen victim to this before where it's like, oh, this tin has blah blah blah. And it was the wrong year.
I got all excited. I was like, it's worth the risk. And I just bought the only 2. They were just like chilling out. So I was like, all right, I'll get the 2. Womp womp.
Yeah.
Literally nothing.
I've definitely done this before where I'm like, all right, I'll try one. I will go out in the parking lot and open it. If it has the packs I'm looking for, I'm going to go back in and buy another one. And if it doesn't, I
meanwhile the one you left in there was the earlier year. The one you got was the new year. All right, Justin.
So I don't have any packs, but I have been working on my trainer gallery collection. Which I don't know, when I was just like randomly scrolling through TCG players, like, I need to work on that collection. I was starting to get worried about it. I'm like, man, the prices of everything's starting to go up. I don't want to fall victim to this again. I'm just going to start buying these cards that I need for my collection. So, I needed Obstagoon, Professor Burnett, Orbeetle VMAX, which I love this card. It's just like being sucked up into the vacuum of space. The little bug catcher. And
that's a good one. Did you get the V?
Catch this.
Or is that
I already have the V.
Okay.
I didn't have the Flareon. This guy was up to almost $7.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and
they used to just be like worth nothing.
Yeah, those cards in that style are pretty much like $1, $2.
Yeah, except for all the EV hype right now. Gordy, it's like $1.50. Corviknight, I love Corviknight.
Wow, that one's gorgeous.
Alistair, another trainer gallery one, but I just love that they involve the balls on here, like the Dusk Ball is pretty cool. Calyrex VMAX, and he's taking. Do you remember that guy's name?
No.
He has a card in the game. I don't know, but he's the hiker guy. But he's just Calyrex is taking him for a ride, and he's just all small. It's just kind of funny. Here's the Corviknight VMAX. It's just like taxiing you across. He's like, I'm so big, the taxi can just ride on top. Pierce with a Dusk Ball. Cleaver, which I thought I had one of these, but it wasn't in my binder collection. Malamar and Cook.
Let them cook.
Of these cards, yeah, let them cook. Most of these cards, $1, $2, $3 each. There's some of them that were closer to like $5 to $8 each.
Yeah, I was just looking, and it's like the Pikachu is up to like $10. The Gengar is up to $10. The Charizard's at $8. Nessa's at $9. Boss's Orders Lysander is at $6. The Eternatus VMAX is at $6. Galade's at $4. Enamorus is at $4. Like cards that would literally like $2 are so expensive right now. Even the Centiskorch VMAX.
I don't know. It's 2025. Everything has gone up.
Yeah, at least the Hisuian Arcanine's still $1.
I don't know whether to be happy or sad about that.
It just means there's not a lot of love for the Hisuian version of
It's such a
Arcanine.
good card, though. It's so good.
It is a good card.
Like, bias aside, it is a good looking card.
And you have this in a 10, right? Whether it be Japanese or English.
I think so. I don't know. You know me. I'm not a big grading collector.
I know, but this is like that's like one of those like it's a gorgeous art, and I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it definitely needs one.
yeah. I don't think that I do. I have
Ooh.
I have several of them somewhere that are like CGC 9 and CGC 8 or something. I don't remember.
Okay.
I had like 3 graded at once, and none of them were a 10.
All right, Justin. Let's progress. Let's get into our goals. So last week you had goals of playing in real life at least twice per month minimum,
Mhm.
track time for content creation, select one deck to practice with and familiarize yourself with it, and then as a team do a social post 5 times per week to Facebook, X, Instagram, etc.
Mhm.
Did you work on any of those goals?
So, I'm gonna be honest. I did not work on them. I thought about them. I had every intention to go play in person Pokemon last Friday, and then we had our one snowstorm of the year in Texas last Friday. So I decided it was probably a good idea to just stay home.
Okay,
Um,
that's fair.
I've been doing a lot of content creation recently. I've been trying some new things, new stuff, hopefully to come to the show soon.
Yeah, we're
Uh,
currently in a different studio
yeah,
setting for recording.
yeah,
Talk about
we're
that,
testing it
Justin.
out. Yeah, so we're
Because I
trying
would
something.
say you are progressing in the
Yeah, yeah,
track
yeah.
time.
I'm just not physically tracking the time. I should actually track the time that I'm spending on this.
You're like
It's
4
a simple
days.
thing. Yeah, exactly. No, so there's a program called the Script, and it's pretty cool. They're pretty podcast friendly and podcast forward, where the they just it's all about that. Whereas some of the other programs out there is about live streaming or gaming or something else. This has the podcaster in mind. So it helps, like editing after the fact, that type of stuff. I'm hoping to bring more video content out. Um, so we shall
That's
see.
exciting though, because you said we were going back and forth and like I clapped and you're like, you didn't hear me. And then I
Yeah,
was
no, it's
drinking
crazy.
some
I don't
water.
there's some program filters where it removes a lot of the background noises for us, so I'm not having to manually spend a couple hours going through the thing, and sometimes I'm just like, it's not worth it. They don't care if I
Yeah, like
cough
if I
once or
fart,
twice.
it won't catch it, you know?
So
It'll just be like an
you
SBD, silent but deadly.
testing it out, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and
I mean, it looks promising.
it does look promising. So far what I've seen of it and and that's just me being in the room for once. This first time. It actually like
Mm.
feels really good. I would say screen wise, I don't know because like Justin freezes on my side sometimes, but it could be the other way around
Yes,
too.
that's
So I
part of
don't
the
know.
live. Since we're recording, it's focusing on the actual recording instead of the live streaming. I mean
Picture quality,
the live picture
video.
quality. So I think the actual after video looks better, and I'm not going to be pixelated like I look on your screen now.
Okay. All right. So that's progress, Justin.
Hmm. Progress. Um, I have not selected a deck yet, and then when I should also clarify when I say as a team, we're kind of talking about the Pokemon Professor team, that we want to be more active on Facebook, Insta stuff. So that's kind of what that is. Now, Adam, Your goals. Did you complete the Arc Duraludon deck?
I did. I forget what I was
What
missing.
did you? What were you missing?
I think it was a Thornton and then a Palpad. I like couldn't find I thought I had Palpad in here, but it was Palpad. Palpad, Thornton, and I think it was a fourth Night Stretcher.
Ooh,
Fourth Night
Night
Stretcher
Stretcher.
and a third Jamming Tower. I don't know why I had 3. I don't know. I still think I need 3. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then let me tell you, I even logged after we stopped podcasting. I logged into TCG Live and I was like, I built it already, and I was like, all right, let's go. And I hit play, and it was Serena EX. I was like, no. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna play with it. And I lost. And then I played it again. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play, because I was going through my cards and organizing. I
Yeah.
saw Koraidon, which has Splitting Beam, which does 20 and then 20 to 2 bench Pokemon, and I was like, that with Frostlass, I was like, that could be something. Uh, Long story short is it doesn't put out enough damage. It is fast, it is quick, but it's a 2 prizer that dies too quick, so that didn't work. I got like excited to try something else, and then I forgot to. I was like, I had logged out, and after I lost twice, I was like, I'm gonna go to bed. And then I realized that I had made Archduraludon and was like, you should have played that, Adam. Why didn't you? So
So
I built it
speak.
physically. I built it digitally. I just haven't played it yet.
Well, progress. Now you just got a complete mastery of the deck. All right. So second goal: engage more with content creation. I saw you did make a card of the day post. Very
I did.
nice.
It was Squawkabilly.
Good old
EX was the alt
Squawkabilly.
art from Paldea Vault.
Yeah, where it's the one with the wait,
The Pompadour.
I'm confusing. Wait, is
It's not the
Squawkabilly the one with the chatouts in the background?
No, those are chatouts.
Yeah,
The
yeah. And
Squawkabilly
it's
has Squawkabillies in the background.
oh,
Yeah, it's this
I'm
one.
thinking of
It's
different
this one,
cards.
right? Oh, jeez.
Yep, good old Squawkabilly.
And I asked my mom, I said, Mom, what do you first think of when you think of like rockabilly? And then so so the music with it is pretty good. You should just check it out. Go to our Instagram. It's a lot of
Hmm.
fun. Or Facebook. I think it's there too.
Mm-hmm. And then playing IRL once a month. Have you targeted a date for this?
So I haven't targeted a date, but I did go after we podcasted last week. On Thursday, I went to League. I got out early. I was like,
Oh,
man,
nice.
I can get there for 5. And then on my way there, I'm like, oh, I forgot all of my cards. No dice, no playmat, no
Oh
nothing.
no.
But this is why I love the Pokemon community, okay? Just in general,
Mm-hmm.
is I can show up at Pokemon League.
Mm-hmm.
Not only does it start at 6 and not 5 like I thought it did because they moved it up.
Ah.
It also it also starts at 6, but they have 2 different, like, it's like split league, so you can play in a league like fun league tournament
Oh.
of standard, or you can play gym challenge. I
Oh,
think that's what it's
nice.
called.
That's
I don't
cool
know.
that they do GLC there.
GLC, yeah. So, and it's popular. There was like 10 people doing GLC, and so I was asked if I knew how to play GLC, or
Mm-hmm.
wanted to, and I was like, I can try. It's like I know what all these cards do. They're all
Yeah.
old, but I know what they do. And so I played GLC. I played a fire deck. It was like Entei, gouging fire, or gouging fire.
Lunatonian be so
One
proud of you for
one one
playing
one Charizard.
GLC.
And like
Uh,
fire's actually pretty lit. It because you can use like
oh,
Giant Hearth, you can use
yeah.
Magma Basin, Worker. No, not
Did you
Worker.
have fun?
I had fun. I did. It was
Did it?
frustrating. Like I tied the
Sure.
first one and then lost the other 2, but it was.
You don't know the list. You're getting used to a different format. Did it give you
And
the itch to try GLC again?
Yes. And
What's your
I even
own
went
take on a list?
I even went to PokeCon on Saturday and
Mm.
picked up some singles, um, found some stuff. I was able to get a play set of Hydrapples. I was able to get another Terrapagos. Uh, just a lot of cards that I don't have like 4 of
Mhm.
or like enough to play the deck. So I was looking for like
Yeah.
cards like that. I found a bunch of the prize play hollows. I just like those cards a lot. Um, but I was able to find I don't even know why I went there. Like in the conversation, like I was just talking about all this stuff. Um, I did play, yeah. So I did play GLC, but
We're
I
talking
found
about
like a
you getting back to playing in person
yes,
again.
yes. So I found. Thank you for keeping me on track here. I found a Sunny Day Cherim. I was like, because this person
Oh,
had their
nice.
binder. It was like a dollar each, or yeah,
Sunny Day
dollar
Charm is pretty
each.
old, right?
Yes, yeah. I think it's Diamond and Pearl era. So it was
Yeah,
like
a lot of these good GLC cards are old.
so I saw it was reverse hollow. It looks really clean, honestly. And I was like,
Mhm.
I know I have it somewhere, but I was like, I don't want to dig for that. But I
Yeah.
was thinking about grass, because I was told that grass is pretty bad. So I would like to take on that challenge, literally.
Mm.
So I've got time. I've got, I don't have time today to build a GLC deck to go play, but it would be cool to build my own and go from there. But I might be stopping at League next or tomorrow. Yeah, not next week.
Oh, yeah?
Tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, so I had a
So I'd
similar
say
experience that you did, but not for Pokemon. So a friend of mine is trying to also get me to play Star Wars Unlimited. He actually did pretty well. He got top 4 in a 32 player tournament this past weekend. And so he's like feeling the itch, and I want to help him because I'm the one who turned him on to this game, and then I left town, and then
oh,
now I'm behind.
geez.
He's way better than I am. So
Well, it's just because he practices more. That's all.
yeah, the league night is on Monday nights. And so I was like, oh, I was kind of pushing it. I don't have a deck built. He's like, what do you like? I'll bring a deck for you. And I was like, oh, I like, Jango Fett. And then he brought me his Jango Fett deck that he had built. And he brought me like all the counters and stuff. And so I just showed up and played. It was
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
That's like my Mondays. Mondays are the hobby away from the hobby, and that's Digimon.
Well, I think we got a lot of the regular stuff out of the way. I think let's take a break, and then after break, we'll talk about state of the game and a couple news articles, and see if Twitter's on fire.
Okay, I like that. All right, we'll be back, trainers, right after this. And we are back. Thank you so much, Justin, for that break.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit of housekeeping here. This episode of the Special Conditions podcast is brought to you by the Grading Authority. TGA offers an innovative card grading experience with a focus on collectors and community. Visit tgacards.com to learn more, and be sure to check out their slab designer and Pokemon flow labels to see for yourself what makes the Pokemon Professor Network proud to be a TGA partner. Use code FULLHEAL, no spaces, at checkout for 10% off your total order. Thank you to the team over at the Grading Authority for supporting the Special Conditions podcast. We greatly appreciate it. And that reminds me, as I'm saying it out loud, that I have a submission that I need to pick up.
Oh,
it's
you
my
always have a
other
submission.
Pikachu. It's Pikachu.
It's
I'm actually
Clefairy.
like they've shown on their Instagram and Twitter and TikTok
Mm-hmm.
and all that stuff. They've showed off like some Pikachu. They've shown off a Pikachu, the one from Surging Sparks, and it was like 9.5. Another one was 10, and I'm like, which one's mine? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I got a 9.5. So I mean, I'm okay with that. Like
Yeah.
when Vivid Voltage came out, I got a nine. I got pulled 3 Rainbow Rare like Chonkachus, and I had
Oh
a
my
9,
goodness.
a 9.5, and a 10. So this just means I just need to buy one more Elite Trainer box and then just pull the third Pikachu, and then that third Pikachu will be a 10, and everything will be good.
uh
All right, a little more housekeeping, Justin. We want to take a moment to recognize some of our Patreons. Huge thank you to our gym leaders, Ben, DJ Wonderbread, Espion Willow, Hall the Counselor, Joseph, Kimberly, Maddie G, Mythical Hitch, and Sushi Slayer. We currently have availability on our Patreon for our executive producer tier, but we want to give a shout out to the other executive producers on the network, Xander, Monkey Bread, and Kate the Cons. Make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com for links to everywhere you can connect with Special Conditions, grab some merch, send us a message, and connect with us and all the other shows on the network. All right, Justin, we are officially back to this, and Pokemon and GameStop have made some serious announcements on, or statements, if you will, for Prismatic Evolutions.
yeah.
Do you want to help me read these?
I will. Let's first pull up the one from Pokemon themselves. This will be from our friends over at not that one. This one. Oh. Wow. Okay. TBCI, our friends over Poke Beach. TBCI promises to print more prismatic evolutions amid unusual demand. In the statement posted on Twitter, they've announced that they will print more due to high demand. And let's look at what this says. So they said, we're aware that some fans may experience difficulties purchasing certain Pokemon trading card game Scarlet and Violet Prismatic Evolutions products at launch due to high demand impacting availability. We understand this inconvenience can be disappointing for fans, and we're actively working to print more of the impacted Pokemon TCG products as quickly as possible, and at maximum capacity to acknowledge this. Reprinted products are expected to be available at participating retailers as soon as possible to help ensure fans receive opportunities to access Scarlet and Violet Prismatic Evolutions. In addition, more new products from this lineup will be launching in the coming months. We'd like to thank the community for their continued support and patience as we work to deliver this highly anticipated expansion to fans. So, do you remember the last time they put out something like this?
I think the last time they did something like this was for like a disaster type thing, like showing their care, and like they wanted to donate. I think this was in Hawaii. Wasn't that?
Oh, the Hawaii fire?
Yeah, I believe something like that.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, they don't put out, I feel like they don't put out press like this very often. And
No, and I think this is just a lot of people
the other thing it
barking
made
up
me
the
think of
tree.
was like, the whole TCG live debacle. And there's a lot of problems, whatever. They're like, okay, we hear you. Here's a statement from us about how we're working on it. That's like, it's like big issue level stuff that they put this out for. It's not just like everything.
Well, I think it also has to do with the fact that you know, like some of the smaller retailers like local game shops and stuff like that were putting out statements that were like, we will not be selling it, period. Like we're not
Yeah,
going to be part of this, like.
I at first I thought it was just like one or two, but I started seeing more and more of them, and like I
And
don't
then
blame you.
and then a lot of stores are just saying like, if you come in and you purchase an ETB or something, you have to, like, it will be opened. You cannot keep it sealed because it's not okay for you to come in and just buy all of our stuff and think you're just gonna resell it.
So, did you see the video I posted earlier in the Discord about with Brandon from Mystic Rips?
I did not,
So
but
in
I
the
might have
video,
seen it.
it's actually like a good video. He's talking about like the state of the game and how it is as like a retailer now because they're selling so much product and going on all these cons. He was like, even he himself could only get product, secondary, and he was paying $10 a pack for 200 packs.
Wow.
So he was like, that's just even just to like, make a decent amount of money on it, we'd have to sell between $13 and $15. And he's like, I just don't want to do that. So I'm
Which is
going to use
totally
them for a bit.
understandable.
Yeah. And so he's like, I'm going to use them for a video and we're just going to kind of wait it out and we'll
Yeah,
get product eventually and sell it
it,
at a good price.
and then in that he talks about they're just going to double down on Terrestrial Festival because it's the
Mm-hmm.
set you'll be able to get because they have plenty of it. And I can tell you right now, going to cons and shows,
Yeah.
I've seen so much. Like it's like people have stacks on stacks. So it's like there's plenty of boxes going around for Prismatic Evolutions. And it's like, or not
You mean
Prismatic, but
Terrestrial
Terrestrial.
Festival?
But you can see that on Whatnot as well. Like people are just, it's just like Terrestrial Festival, like gone wild,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, because even that, it got down to like $70. Like that was like the lower end. And then now they're shot back up to like 125 for a box. I'm like, the market is wild. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Now, oh, okay. Brandon was talking about his like partnership opportunities and selling it to you at wholesale if you like became like a retail partner. But I didn't look into it, like beyond that.
Yeah,
I'm
so
not looking to
that's
open a shop.
a $100 investment. You need to invest $100 to gain access to the Discord per month.
Oh, interesting.
And yes, you will, like there's some perks, like go check out his content to find out, but for me, I don't think it's worth it. I mean, it's one of those
You have to be set up for it, and you have to have a lot of like flexible capital to kind of do it. It's not just like, oh, it's a Tuesday. What do I feel like doing? I feel like doing this. So it looks actually promising to me. You just have to be in the right situation for it.
yes.
It's not for everyone.
Yeah, there's a lot of like business side of it. Like he's got content planned to go over like how to start and just how to package, how to ship, how to sell, like best practices,
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff. It's the stuff that you didn't know you needed, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I've seen a lot of great content coming out and it's just for free. And I mean that in the nicest way possible, but like it's out there
Yeah.
and I'm following somebody. Well, let me find it because I'd like to give them credit because it's very interesting and I just gotta find who they are real quick because they posted. I don't know. It might take me a second here to find this, but they basically are like, "Hey, come with me on this journey. I'm gonna start my own Pokemon business." And basically, they took
Mm-hmm.
like a corner of their kitchen and just like started setting things up. And they're like, "I needed sleeves. I needed top loaders. I needed stuff so I could ship. I needed like any lighting and stuff like that." Just has like all
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
and then has links like a thermal printer, has links to everything. It's like the starter
Ooh,
kit to
thermal printer.
starting. Yeah, it's just like the starter kit to like
Yeah.
start streaming on Whatnot. And I'm like, this is actually genuinely useful. And it just made me like think like, there's definitely great content out there. You just have to find it. Um that's it. Oh man, there's too many people. Okay. Oh,
All right.
it is Chill Rips.
Hmm. Sweet.
Yeah, so Chill Rips on Whatnot. Shout out.
Yeah.
Been for
Check them
watching your
out.
content, following you.
Yeah, that's great. But we got to keep the podcast rolling along.
All right, so Prismatic Evolutions, GameStop made an announcement as well, a statement, if you will. As we prepare for the launch of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Prismatic Evolutions, GameStop has decided to limit customers to 2 units each outside of pre-orders to help ensure more fans receive opportunities to access the latest expansion. GameStop will also be offering free card savers and sleeves for PSA submissions through our stores from January 17th to the 19th, which
I
means
forgot
if
they do
you
PSA submission. Wait, no. Do they do PSA submissions at the store?
yes, they do. And
Oh, snap. I was
no,
thinking about actually doing a PSA, for one specific card, everything else through TGA.
okay, you should I was going to say for
Yeah.
science.
Also for
I
science.
think this is in an effort for you to open it in store, and if you pull something hot, you just grate it and set it in right then and there.
Oh, that's cool. I wonder, do you know what they charge for this?
I don't know. I think it's like whatever a
This
certain
is like
fee
not
is.
advertised. I feel like the only thing I ever heard about was people like buying and selling PSA and other graded cards through GameStop. I didn't realize you could have them submit the cards for you.
Yes, yeah. We've been talking about that on the Zoom calls.
Hmm.
That's probably why. But yeah, so this is actually a good thing, but it does it's like a double-edged sword because outside of pre-orders, so that means if you were successful enough to pre-order 2 of everything and you get it, you can also get 2 of everything else.
Yeah.
Because it says 2 units each. Is that like, and this is where GameStop employees can misinterpret, or
Oh.
whoever it is can misinterpret and say, no, you can't get um you can only get 2 ETBs or 1 ETB in another product. Or is it 2
Mhm.
units of each individual thing? So you can get 2 of the poster collection, 2 of the sticker collection, 2 of
Mm.
the eraser collection, 2 of the, all these other things. I just wonder if they're going to get stocked with like other cards too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. Guess we'll have to find out.
we'll have to find out on Friday. Send pictures of your stores. And hopefully there's no crying people, crying kids. Make sure they get some, please. If somebody comes in with a kid, just let them get it. All right, Justin, let's
Oh,
start scrolling to X or Twitter for a little bit, and let's just get some laughs and let's just discuss
yeah.
the state of the game, because it's bad right now. It's iffy.
Yeah. So hit right here. If you just search Prismatic Evolution, top thing is GameStop. I'm gonna give it a heart. Can't believe this. Got a Sylveon. That's nice. First box. Oh, wow. See, I like stuff like this. Casual items on Friday when it's officially released. This is where I put my Prismatic Evolution cards. If they weren't all scalped for quadruple the cost. Good old Timmy Turner's dad. Going to be first in line, and they're showing toilet paper or paper towels. I don't know. I just thought that was funny. This is the Squid Games reference. Why are you here? I thought you were financially stable. And that shows that he
I spent
spent
all
all the
my money on
money.
prismatic evolutions.
Oh, it's so good. And this
Oh,
one,
the next one's
like
good.
a lot of them, like are just kind of funny. This just kind of makes me upset. We've seen this guy before.
He's got the Leonhardt. Well, I mean, like the vibes with the jacket. The
Yeah,
jacket's just Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur, Pikachu,
yeah. It's like a starter jacket.
and he's got probably 2, 4,
I,
6, 8, 10,
it's an insane amount.
over 100 ETBs, probably like 400
200.
ETBs, just chilling out. Like, and he's like, "Yo, look at all these ETBs!" And I've actually seen the video, and if you look at the video, it like kind of does like a circle around it, and in the
Mhm.
back, there's like a whole tower of another box. I don't know what it is, but it's another collection box. I'm just like, bro,
I don't
save some for the rest
understand.
of us.
there's one of a God Pack. So God Pack confirmed for the first time in English.
Which is insane. But that's what's crazy about this is that like, is that something like, I know the set's new, but is that something that like if you had
Oh wait, this is
10
a
packs in front of you?
Japanese one, but
Yes, but
there is a confirmation in
but that's
English.
the thing. If you have 10 packs and they all weigh the same, like similar around it, but then you have one that's like very different, like heavy wise, is that,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. That to me, so don't buy loose packs. That's all I'm saying. Don't buy
yeah.
loose packs.
This was interesting from at Switchstock or Pokemon Switchstock. They have their own sample for pull rates now. It's only 2,700 packs. It's not a true pull rate. To get a true pull rate, you're talking like tens of thousands of packs, which you would never get. So this is just an idea to get you in the ballpark of what it might look like. So Full Art Trainer, 1 out of 16. Master Ball Hollow, 1 out of 19. Ace Spec, 1 out of 29. That's insane. Why? Alternate Art SIR, better than I thought, 1 out of 53. And then Hyper Rare Gold, 1 out of 152. So that's kind of crazy. Now they get into the specific card stuff, and I don't care about that stuff. We're just talking about the slot. How likely are you to get the slot?
Well,
So
it looks like you don't have very good odds of getting an SIR. That's all that matters.
no, and you'll probably get one you don't want.
All
You'll
right,
probably
Justin,
get like
let's look
what were you
at
saying?
one more. Let's look at one
Yeah.
more and then we'll dip out.
Oh, I thought this was funny. Just pulled all of these, one pack of Prismatic Evolutions, and it's just a fat stack of Rayquaza VMAX
It
and Umbreon VMAX cards.
it's got to be like 40 or 50 in total.
I really hope that
Those are
this is like
proxies.
somehow AI generated or proxies or something, because that's insane.
That's
I mean,
gnarly.
that's just like, that's like 50K just sitting on this dude's lap.
It's just too much.
All right.
Too much.
That's too much. That's enough Twitter for now. We don't
That's enough Twitter.
need to
That's enough
burn
Twitter
down.
for us to give you the ending of the podcast.
Yes.
All right.
Oh,
If you want to reach us, you can email us specialconditions@pokemonprofessor.com. You can send us a voicemail, send us a text, send us a picture, 732-835-8639. Justin, got anything else?
I do not.
All right. Thank you all so much for another great and wonderful episode. And remember, trainers, if you're affected by a special condition, don't forget to use a full heal.
Also, don't scalp.